So let's back up a little bit. As we know, I just moved to Las Vegas and I moved there with a place to stay, but not somewhere to work. Luckily for me, I got a job right away as a magician at Houdini's Magic Shop. However, the person I was living with also applied for a job for me to work in the wardrobe department for Cirque du Soleil's Ka. I didn't know very much, so I just let them know that I used to work for Disney and used to help them get into the costumes there. Well, my willingness to learn, and I'm guessing the strength to be able to carry multiple things, did help me be able to get a job as a wardrobe agent. Now, that actually sparked an ongoing trend throughout my career of working backstage. Now, working backstage is not necessarily being on stage in front of everybody, but there are a lot of people behind the scenes who make the shows possible. Throughout the years, I've actually been able to use some of the skills that I've learned, not only working as a wardrobe person, but from there, I actually learned how to work on makeup. I learned how to work with costumes and how to be able to style wigs. I also was able to learn how to make own props, work on rigging, work with lights and sound, even pyro. Now, where this benefited me as a performer is you have to imagine I didn't have very much knowledge in circus. I didn't go to a circus school, but some of the people who I worked with did, or had backgrounds in either gymnastics or other forms of entertainment like theater, martial arts, parkour, synchronized swimming. And since now I'm in the room where things happen, well, I got to make friends with many people who were actually on stage. For the next few years, I would work either on stage or backstage, most of the time at the same time. The good thing about that is now my income was consistent, so I didn't really need to think about my bills. So what I would do is do my job at night, working backstage with some of the shows, and then I also got opportunities to work on stage for different shows as well. The great thing for me is that working originally with wardrobe and backstage, when I finally started to move on into my career and creating my own costumes and actually developing routines, well, anytime I worked with somebody who wanted to be just a little bit more difficult, well, I could explain to them exactly the way that I would want it, and they would actually look at me puzzled, like, how do you know that? Because I work backstage, I was actually able to understand that there are many different roles to be able to put on to a show. We may be the faces of the show, but many people are the ones who put it on to make it possible for our audience to be able to enjoy, which is the most important part. Well, friends, thank you once again for watching. And, if any of you ever work backstage in any kind of job, won't you leave that down in the comments so I know what kind of jobs you used to do? Of course, as always, we'll see you tomorrow.